It is funny you bring up Shakespeare because there was a theory that there's a bunch of different theories, but a lot of people believe that Shakespeare actually didn't write any of those.
Right,
So he was
a
like
group of people
or one noble. The one that I read about was like Edward de Vere, and he just.
I've read some of those theories because I took a Shakespeare class. I didn't really subscribe. They didn't hold any weight to me. But sure, anything's possible.
Could you just let it be that that some guy was like, I'm not allowed to write theater, but here, and this guy was like, what's this? I can't read it. And you're like, Shakespeare, just hand it to the actors who can read.
Yeah.
He's like, you owe this one. What's it say? And they're like, yeah, I'm Romeo. That's Juliet. It's going to be a tragedy. So you think this
nobleman that can't
pursue a career as a playwright.
Would pick a stupid illiterate man rather than just some like normal dude.
Yeah, like Shakespeare was for sure giggling every time someone kissed in a play.
They're both men.
You're dressed up like a lady. That's right. I forgot they had men play the part of women. That was wild.
That is wild.
Like, you want to talk about the patriarchy? They're like, women can't be
women?
They don't know what goes into that.
The clock has started.
Hey, Hesbos. Welcome to Hesby Street. I want to let you know about some upcoming gigs this weekend. August 11th and 12th, I'll be in Washington, D.C. at the D.C. Comedy Loft. August 21st, I'll be with my friend Zack Chapaloni at the old Bus Stop Saloon in San Francisco. We'll be doing a live game show podcast. Should be fun. Hopefully you'll be able to hear it here on the pod, or at least some kind of version of it, edited version of it. At some point, October 14th, I'll be in Denver at the Bug Theater. As far as Zack shows, I know you'll be at the Punchline, August 16th to 19th.
16th to 19th. We added a show on the 15th, Comedy All-Stars at the San Francisco Punchline, so I'll be there a day early. And then the 21st with Torio and Grol, right there in San Francisco. I was going to say right here, but I guess we're like on the air, so we're kind of everywhere. We're like radio waves.
If we were like a morning radio team, what animal would you be?
Mine?
Yeah. I'd be like some kind of crazy man. I'm crazy Torio, and
you do. Oh, so I'm an
animal. The animal.
Why do I have to be the animal?
Okay, fine. Crazy Zack, and then I'll be the animal.
All right, what animal?
Why are you no-anding for the first time ever?
Well, I thought we both were animals, and so then you go, I get to be crazy. You're an animal. I'm like, I guess.
But that's how morning DJs work.
I'm the blowfish.
Well, now you.
Crazy Torio and Zack the blowfish. I just commit so hard. All right, Zack, you can go ahead and say stuff.
You got to stop giving our guests hickeys.
That's a great point, blowfish.
Anyways, a bonus episode, because God knows why you wouldn't want to see a bonus episode of this intense, incredible, brilliant improv. Patreon.com/Hesby Street. HesbyStreetPod.com is our website. I don't know. There might be some stuff there.
There's like a shirt with a bunch of your faces on it.
I update it. No, it has your face. There's your face.
Oh, really?
And my face.
You got like a cool country one.
I was trying to like mess. I needed like it's boring.
This is honestly, we might be at the most exciting part of the episode right here. So don't get your hopes too high.
I was trying to make a store to hook up to the Instagram app.
Oh, nice.
And you needed to like have a store on the web somewhere to like
link to,
but it didn't even work because Instagram's all funky.
Damn, dude, our grandparents wouldn't even know what the fuck we're talking about right now.
And they are listeners.
All right, and this song goes out to them.
To my nonni.
Hello, Cleveland. I just want to don't you love, and I've probably talked about this on the pod.
It would be funny if we just pretended this was like a radio show for just Cleveland.
Yeah. What's up, Cleveland?
Just did Cleveland local news.
Yeah, give me like a highway number.
The 95?
Oh, I thought that was like
that's
the East
DC.
Coast. Yeah.
Well, but Ohio is the eastern. I think the 95 might go there.
Really?
No, maybe not. But it's it's the eastern time zone. Ohio's more eastern than we realize.
Then people give them credit. Because people kind of assume they're just in the middle of nowhere.
You can drive. I drove from Cleveland to D.C.
Yeah.
in a day, like a comfortable day.
Really?
Maybe 6 or 7 hours, some kind of like that.
Dude, I get so confused with like states and borders there, you know, where
know.
like I'll be in Chicago and I'm like, where are you from? People are like, oh, Wisconsin. I'm like, oh, damn. That's like
hour and a
20-minute
half,
drive. Yeah. Or like
then
Ohio,
meanwhile-
it's like, oh, I got to pop over to Kentucky. I'm like, for like the next year, or like how much of a journey is that? And they're like, it's right there.
Yeah.
It's
And then
right
other
there.
states are the opposite.
Yeah.
Because someone will be like, I live in Montana, and it's like, oh, I'm thinking of doing a show in Idaho if you want to go. And it's
Yeah.
like, I would, nah.
No way, dude.
That would be a 12-hour drive.
Yeah, I have
I'd be
to-
like, oh, I don't.
I have to prepare for like a drought.
They're
maybe?
like, I'd rather come see you in L.A.
Yeah.
That, like,
People used to tell me that, like, oh, I'm going to LA to visit such and such. I should
pop up to the
pop
Bay.
up to San
Yeah,
Francisco. I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
that is a full day's worth of travel,
Yeah.
and you won't want to turn back around anytime soon. But if you're coming to our show, drive up from LA,
Drive
man.
up from wherever.
It's gonna be the joke off, first ever.
Bo
joke
Johnson
off.
did a show at the Yard Theater
Uh-huh.
and had someone flying from Dubai.
I saw him post that. Dubai,
What'd I say?
Dubai.
Dubai. It's like the baby.
All right, the baby Dubai.
Yeah.
Dubai is his like non-binary
No,
friend.
Dubai, as in like just outside of Ontario. Kind of a far drive.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, Dubai, Winnipeg.
California.
Oh, that Ontario.
That Ontario. Yeah, yeah.
Dude, we're all over the place, man.
Our improv
We'll get
is,
it.
we'll dial
We'll
it in.
get it. We'll get it. Blah, 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 blah. Zip, zap, zop. I feel like when you play music, you get the benefit of like not having to perfectly land a joke.
Uh-huh.
Because it's
We
just
can't
like
play the music
between
again, though.
songs. No, I know, but just being a musician.
Right.
Like when you're in a concert, you know, and you go, this is Torio. He always loves to wear a fucking wacky hat.
Mm-hmm.
And you could be like, I don't think this hat's whack, you know? But it doesn't matter. You just kind of look up and go like,
Yep.
and then the whole place goes, there's like a laugh.
Yeah.
Like a noticeable laugh.
Well, musicians fans will laugh at anything they say.
Why we need them to come
It's
to our comedy shows.
infuriating.
Yeah.
I'll go to like, I go to Dave Matthews a lot.
Yeah.
He likes to make jokes.
Right.
They're not that good.
Right.
But everyone dies laughing, and he knows, I think.
Yeah.
And you're like, all right.
They laugh at honesty.
They laugh at honesty. They cheer if you reference weed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was at Florence and the Machine, and she went. We came up with the idea for this song. We were hanging out drunk, laugh, at a cemetery, laugh. 2, 3, 4.
Well, talking is hard, which is a nice segue into an ad I had on my.
Oh, you want to plug your DC show? Is that what the ad is?
No.
Oh,
This is just an ad I got on Instagram for an app called Rizz. This is a real ad I got, which
Rizz, like game, spitting game.
Rizz. Oh, is that a thing?
That's like the new slang term for spitting game. Like,
Oh,
do you
I
have
didn't know
Rizz?
that. Oh, then that makes complete sense because it's like, why did they call it this? It is an app that will use AI
Yeah.
to answer messages on dating apps.
To do your Rizz for you.
Yes, which is catfishing. Because you're not talking to this human being.
But do you get to pick the things? Because that's kind of close.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just like, you know how AI came out as like this, we can send you the perfect work email.
Yeah.
So now they've changed it to dating apps, which is insane to me because first it was, are you tired of meeting people in real life? We'll take that out. We'll do
Yeah.
that online.
Well, first, if you want to go the history of game, you know, it was like sock hops and shit, right? You're getting
Right.
forced to be at like a ball. Our generation was movie quotes. You know, I remember the day Elizabeth said, "Stop looking at me, Swan." I'm like, I want her. She gets me.
Now, were you dating already when she said, stop
No.
looking at me, Swan?
No.
That was her peacocking moment.
That was her peacocking hard, and I was like, out of my fucking way, the woman of my dreams is talking. And she's speaking my language.
So then maybe if she had used Rizz, you wouldn't be together.
Well, she
Because
probably...
Rizz is going to be much more
But people don't quote movies anymore.
broad.
Yeah. People don't quote movies anymore. So you quote, like, I don't
Thank
know,
God.
memes.
You can't quote a mean.
Yeah, people kind of do, you know, like
I am interested to see, because I feel like
low key. People say low key a lot.
I feel like one of my skills is texting, or at least on dating apps.
Yeah.
I think I've honed that craft. If I had known that there was a market for this, maybe I could have.
Do you want to share some of your Rizz?
No.
Damn. Because then it's going to seem cheap when you do it again.
No, yeah, I'm not going to let these go viral.
Right. That's fair. But the virality is what you're after. Look at that plaque behind you. You didn't get that from keeping it all close to the chest
That's
here.
true. No, I mean, I don't have, people ask me, like, I don't have opening lines.
Yeah.
I go with what I do something on their prompts.
Yeah.
I mean, you saw how funny I can be.
Yeah, you're
I posted
great.
those things on the. Those were kidding ones, but even those lead to conversations.
Yeah, you curate a nice, and it's genuine. It's very you.
Yeah,
but people don't have that. People don't have the ability.
But that's what I say, and it's like I have a thing that it's clear that I didn't find this on the internet.
Yeah,
you know, I made this up myself. I
think
and now the internet's going to create creative ones.
But are they just borrowing other people's? You know what I mean?
Well, they're but
it's not purely.
But that's comedy. On some level, that's just the evolution of language and comedy. Was we're all building on each other.
Yeah. Did I
ever
share with you?
That perfectly.
Yeah. I mean, it fails, but it recovers from failure all the time and then eliminates errors.
Sure.
But did you ever? I must have shared with you that one guy whose game was on dating apps. He would just say, "I'm at Whole Foods. You want anything?"
It's a great one.
And for like 1,000, he showed like every reply, and they all were just like, "Oh my god," you know, like it worked.
Yeah, it worked
flawlessly.
Yeah, that one's better than what I got.
Yeah, mine is ew, and they go, "What?" I go, "Ew, you fucking stink," and then they're like, "What?"
I can smell you from here.
I can smell you from here. I can see you. And then they go, "I'm sorry. What's happening?" And I go, "You're the shit."
I hate you so much.
And I just wanted you to know that. And then we get into a serious relationship. And my nicknames for them are Stinky Piece of Poop. Fucking Turd.
Just straight up turd.
Fucking Turd.
Fucking turd.
Right. Nasty old Dumpy.
And these are with because you're married, so these are with your side pieces.
This is back in my player days.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
You old stinky dump. Poopy poop. Someone made a yuck in a diaper.
Okay. You get one more. Make it count.
Steaming diarrhea.
Okay.
Night, steaming diarrhea.
Yeah, just be like, "You're not allowed in the public pool this week." Anyways, back to Rizz.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Okay, so presumably you match with someone, right? And then you use Rizz replies. You have a whole conversation. You're using Rizz because once you start, how can you stop?
Yeah.
You know, you've created this, and then eventually you make a date, a time to meet up.
Yeah.
Then what happens?
Yeah.
So now you got to meet up in person.
Right.
You don't have
Rizz earpiece?
Is that where we're at?
It might be, dude.
You could just be, I mean, it could be Rizz earpiece all the way up. And when does it stop? Your vows?
Yeah.
When you have sex, you keep it in. You don't even, it's like teaching you how to talk dirty.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Teaching you how to raise kids together. Have the talk.
It's having conversations with your kids. Rizz.
Yeah.
Rizz.
I always picture like post-apocalyptic like sci-fi movies where I don't even know what specifically this is from, but like a soldier from the future will have like a hovering shoulder robot thing that it's got a cool name like Gizmo, you know? It's Gizmo, go check up there. You know, and it'll be like cable systems are down. We can get through the air duct, you know, but we were close in guessing that's what it is, but it's like, shit, Tina just texted me. What did she say? She said, can't meet up tonight, but hopefully next week we can do something. Is it over? I'm going to tell her it's over. No. Let me open Rizz.
Rizz will save me. Yeah. And then the other thing, you ever get targeted ads that hurt your feelings? That was kind of Rizz for me. Like, why are you sending me Rizz?
Well, they know you're on the apps.
What do you think?
It doesn't think you're bad at it.
I felt like they were looking at my game. Like, you've had these apps for a while, bud.
No, that's funny. You're not getting off, huh?
Something
you might be missing.
You know, Hinge is made to be deleted.
But you're funny and, like, fun to talk to. Like, people naturally like talking to you, you know? So I feel like this part of the game for you is your superpower. And now this app is handing out your superpower. It must be what it was like when hot people first saw filters. And they're like, no.
Yeah.
You're ugly. We're hot. And it's like, nope, we're all hot now. And now you're like, yeah, we're all hot, bitch. And then we go, all right, well, then we all have a fucking good personality and great jokes and takes.
No. Yeah, it's a bummer, man.
I'm sorry, dude.
I know, it sucks.
Have you thought about just using Rizz just to see what ideas they come up with? And you could probably veto them.
Yeah, I'm sure you can veto them. They just give you ideas. I don't want to pay money for an app.
Oh, you got to pay?
I'm assuming. I don't know.
They might have a free trial.
If I had an ad. Yeah, maybe a free trial.
I bet their free trial is they get you to the point where you can have sex with them. And then they're like, pay more.
Pay more.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be funny if, like, because you picture, like, incels, right?
Yeah.
Created dating apps.
Totally.
And now they're creating Rizz. And then maybe they'll just create, like on your camera, you can just point it at the vagina and it'll show you where the clit is. Just be like, it's right there. Go in there. Nope, that's way too deep. You're like, oh, it's it's right there at the top.
It's just there at the top. Well, it's throughout.
Oh my God, I was way off.
What do you mean it's throughout? It should be in one place. It's like the plant one where you can see what's wrong with your plant. It's like, what's wrong with her? What's wrong with this man's balls?
Oh, it's just an inverted uterus. I don't think that should matter. So that was my app.
Yeah, I wonder if it just like dictates every next step, like.
Well, my whole thing is
a secret alarm that tells you make pancakes. You're like, fuck.
Or it's just
she doesn't want
listen,
that. She does.
I don't want this either, but you got to start being a little mean to her. Rizz, like, well, I don't want to say that, and it's like, I know, but she's gonna lose interest.
Right.
Yeah.
You can't buy her flowers every day.
No,
Stop.
So listen. No matter what outfit she's wearing today.
Yeah.
Just don't say anything necessarily, but just kind of like, huh.
Yeah. All right. Right. Be annoyed that she's around today.
Yeah. But I love her. Listen. I get it.
Yeah.
But you downloaded Rizz.
And it's all just because you paid for like the medium package. It's like, look, I can make you a great boyfriend for another $2 a month. Yeah, man, I'd take that. Yeah, it is all these incels just working away, fucking carving up the algorithm in matrix letters for you to have a successful relationship. But you get the successful relationship as a result.
Well, do you think that the woman in the long run, well, I shouldn't say it can go both ways.
Either way, yeah.
The person that's getting rizzed on?
Yeah. Right. Just rizzed all up in their face.
At the end of it, when the relationship, when you're deep, are they going to feel satisfied? Or is there going to be some kind of payoff where they finally see who this person truly is?
Yeah.
And be like, you've kind of lied to me in a sense. Because that's what I think.
What you're describing is the perfect rom-com.
Uh-huh. We should say nothing more.
It has been made.
Oh, it has.
It's called Hitch, but Will Smith is now AI.
Is now AI, right.
And Kevin James is you.
All right, cool. So we found it.
You get
I'll go watch Hitch. I never watched it.
You break her heart because she finds out that it wasn't you doing all these things. It was the skilled matchmaker making all these decisions.
Right.
The player. And
how does it end? Spoiler alert. How does it end?
I think does
she end up to?
It must work out with her and Kevin James, and they really fall in love. But
Rosario Dawson, right?
I think Rosario Dawson was the one where he works at a zoo. I can't. It might be Ava Mendes. I can't remember who the girl is. Ava Mendes might be Hitch's love interest. Anyway, yeah, Kevin James falls in love with this woman, and then it all falls apart like every fucking rom-com. It's gonna be Rizz is gonna be a new rom-com. Mark my words. And it's gonna be. It's already been written in the algorithm.
The algorithm wrote it, and they're just waiting for them to sign that new SAG contract or WGA contract that allows AI writing.
Yes,
and we'll see it on Netflix the day after.
And the person accepting the Oscar is going to be some fucking 28-year-old coder that looks oddly like 14 and 80.
Yeah,
has a caved-in center of their head. Have you seen that? Have you seen this?
No.
Torio,
no.
You have got to see this.
There's people like this?
People now have fucking caved-in heads because science predicted this. They're sitting with these big headphones on their heads all day since they're like, skulls are still forming. I saw a kid when we were in Tahoe. I was like, oh, no. He was like, Dad, my batteries are dead. And he took the headphones off. I was like, dear Lord, stop this.
We are becoming
Stop this.
the old men.
They become fat.
We're like, what is going on?
There is a scientific drawing out there that predicts what will look like, and it's a huge bummer.
Oh,
Wally
I'm sure.
didn't even scratch the surface. Wally, they were juicy. They were plump all around.
Yeah.
This is like skinny legs, big belly, hunched back, caved in head, Torio. The guy who's writing how to talk to women for you
It's got a
has
caved
a,
in
he
head.
could eat cereal out of the top of his head.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, the future's sad.
It's a bummer. Yeah.
But I found out I think I can get a vasectomy for free.
Really?
Yeah, because I can't bring a kid into this world. I
Have
need
you
to
heard
get
about
that-
the switch?
lock that
There was
up.
like a theory
I
about
don't want the switch.
because you might hit something wrong. and
Yeah, or she flicks it. And it's like, what? It's
You're just
gonna-
looking up, be like, I'm sorry, did you just flip my
Also, I don't
fucking
want a
switch?
switch on me. That's
Yeah,
not good.
you don't want to switch?
No.
What about the chip Apple Pay reader?
That'd be cool.
You want that?
No.
Yeah, I don't think I want.
No,
I feel like mine would get infected.
No, it's like I think the one thing about the vaccine is that it's going to put all that chip stuff back a lot of years. Because people are, even though the vaccine was real science and everyone's fine and whatever.
Yeah.
I think it was made to people. I think because of it not being as successful as we thought it should be.
Right.
Because we were like, we got the vaccine, no one should
We're
get COVID.
cured. Yeah, we're
now
invincible.
they're like, I'm not putting anything in my body because
Yeah.
I don't trust it. But it's like they never said it was.
That
Anyways.
is funny.
Yeah.
That is really funny considering that, like, you know, businesses are always, like, especially now with these, like, statisticed out corporations that measure and calculate and assess all these risks
Yeah.
and, like, what the next big moneymaker is going to be. Like, to know that they were probably putting everything in motion towards having chips in us.
Yeah.
And then the vaccine happened and everyone's like, I don't want a goddamn chip in me. And they're like, oh, fuck, he said chip?
You were
All
fine
right.
with it in your dog.
Yeah. Also,
we thought
yeah, there was no chip in that. Wait till you guys see some real chips. It's gonna be fun.
these are gonna be dope chips.
You
right?
can fucking wave a payment out. Yeah, it's like, yeah, that's funny. The vaccine did set the chip game back years.
It did.
Thanks
You're
a lot, Fauci. I can't have a chip that guesses what women want to hear when I put my hand to their ear and we make love.
Yeah, I think when you figure out the like constant earpiece that no one can see,
Yeah.
it's gonna be a weird future.
And it'll look up everything they've liked, you know, and formulate a thing for what you want to hear. There's a theory that, like, if we've like technology is moving at such a rapid rate now, you know, like it took us like, I don't know, thousands of years to get from like fire to whatever the next fucking, you know,
Yeah.
sliced bread.
Yeah.
And now it's just at such an accelerated rate that we're going from like 2D, you know, we were playing like, what's that called? Pong. I'm
Yeah,
thinking
even
we're
if
in the
you look
future.
at like there was a meme today of LeBron James, what he looked like in his first video game
Yes.
versus now.
Right. He's like just a polygon.
Yeah.
And now it's like a
Now
fucking,
it's
there's
him.
speeds of sweat
Yeah.
on his mustache. So,
Speeds.
what?
You said speeds.
Now it's just beads of, just beads. It kind of
Got it.
liaised into the other
My
one.
bad. That was rude of me.
I don't have a speech impediment.
I
Torio.
know. I thought I tried to find one. I was like, oh, well.
Keep digging.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a theory that, you know, it's accelerated so fast that if we assume that there's been any civilization in the universe that has existed for, you know, we're fairly new to the universe.
That they would have.
They're already, like, we're in it. We're in their thing. And we don't know. You know, it's
Yeah.
sort of like the Matrix phenomenon. In that case, how do you feel about yourself as a main character of this video game?
I think I'm doing pretty well.
You're stoked with? Are you grateful for it, or like whatever? Whoever's holding the controller, are you like, thanks, man, good job?
Am I stoked about my life?
Yeah, as like a simulation, so to speak. Or are you tremendously confused?
I'm definitely tremendously confused. I think if this was created, you know, I'll say this: whatever created this
Yeah,
is it's impressive.
yeah.
You know, like nature blows my mind.
Yeah.
The way that people make decisions is fascinating.
Yeah.
Usually in a way for me that's like that makes no sense.
Right.
And yet you see them get successes in certain parts of their life.
And there's this idea that there is really no decision. Like, it's going to go as it was always going to go.
And this
So this is your life.
yeah. But
all
the
those
weirdest
decisions.
thing about it all, I don't even know how to put this into words, is that we think there's meaning. In the sense that, like, if you really zoom out, nothing we care about is ever going to last long enough. I mean, even, you think of someone like Shakespeare or even further back, I don't know. Like, they've lived on, their works have lived on for 500 years.
Yeah.
And Shakespeare will live on for however long the humans on Earth last.
Yeah.
And that's nothing. It's a cosmic second.
Right. So when you think about, like, the legacy of Torio Van Grol's works.
So when we find meaning, and we're like, I find meaning in the weirdest things, right? Like a good meal, or like a beautiful day at the beach, or whatever. And then it's so fleeting, and I don't get why. So I think it's interesting that we think those perfect moments are why we exist.
Yeah.
And then if we're in a simulation, they don't, right? Like there was no, you can make it for me, maybe for you.
Yeah. Right.
But that's not why we were. I don't know what I'm saying, but like,
yeah,
it doesn't.
It seems like got a little too much.
It doesn't make
stacked
sense.
on in your.
It doesn't make sense.
Right.
There's no point of it.
It's not significant enough.
We find meaning, but there's no point of it if that's what happened.
Right.
If we're a simulation.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, that's interesting. I think experiencing it is part of it. It is funny you bring up Shakespeare, because there was a theory that there's a bunch of different theories, but a lot of people believe that Shakespeare actually didn't write any of those.
Right,
He was like
group of people,
or one noble. The one that I read about was like Edward de Vere, and he just.
I've read some of those theories because I took a Shakespeare class. I didn't really subscribe. They didn't hold any weight to me. But sure, anything's possible.
Could you just let it be that that some guy was like, I'm not allowed to write theater, but here, and this guy was like, what's this? I can't read it. And you're like, Shakespeare, just fucking hand it to the actors who can read.
Yeah.
He's like, you owe this one. What's it say? And they're like, yeah, I'm Romeo. That's Juliet. It's going to be a tragedy. So you think this
nobleman that can't
pursue a career as a playwright.
Would pick a stupid illiterate man rather than just some like normal dude.
Yeah, like Shakespeare was for sure giggling every time someone kissed in a play.
They're both men.
You dressed up like a lady. That's right. I forgot they had men play the part of women. That was wild.
That is wild.
Like, you want to talk about the patriarchy? They're like, women can't be
women?
They don't know what goes into that. That's insane.
Dude, what a truly terrible gender we are.
We suck, dude. We're so dumb with how we suck, man.
Dude,
I heard that's why Barbie's so great. It's because it's like
it's
the patriarchy dismantled.
Should we go see
I got to see it, yeah.
I saw we're almost out of time, but I saw a couple, and they were both, I've seen them a few times at this cafe I go to, and they both dress like 50s style.
Yeah.
Like, she looks like a pinup girl.
Yes, I've seen a lot of these.
And he's got like a greaser look, you know? Uh-huh. And do you think, Zack Chapaloni, do you think that they both dressed like that when they met?
Or like, did one of them change the other?
Or did one of them change the other?
I bet they both dressed like that.
So they met at some kind of like... How did that
how do they find
fruition?
Each other? I mean, I feel like you could just see them right away. You know, you probably have similar interests, maybe bars you like to go to where you feel like dress like you are.
That's a fascinating
I mean, if you think about us being in a video game where someone's holding a controller, and then you think about someone being like, dude, I got a weird fucking character. Check this fucking thing out. She's just like dressing from like 100 years ago. How sick is this, dude? But she like has a car, uses outlets.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, how do they find each other?
Yeah.
But you think that's wait.
I think there are a lot of people that just like that, you know?
So if
maybe music, they could have gone to a music thing where people dress like that.
But you don't think the other idea is possible? Like, you meet a
dressing
girl,
like that.
She dresses up in this, like, you're like, oh, you look cute. And then you go out on a second date, you're like, oh, she always dresses 50.
I would.
But now I'm in it. I kind of like her. I'm digging it, you know? And then 12 dates in, you're like, you get a leather jacket.
Yeah, right.
You know? And you're like, damn, I look good in this leather
This
jacket.
does look nice, and she keeps telling me how good it looks on
Yeah,
me.
and then
She wouldn't lie to me.
And then one day you're looking in the mirror and you're like, I've never really liked my hairstyle.
Yeah.
What if I just put some grease in it and
Yeah.
slick it back?
Yeah. Right.
Before you know it.
You, Torio Van Grol, are wearing a leather jacket, a wife beater underneath,
Sharp sideburns
cigarette in your ear.
in my ear.
You don't smoke cigarettes.
No, I just put them in my ear.
It's the aesthetic.
It's very cheap. I only needed the one pack.
Chops, maybe some sort of like wig situation that looks very like Fonzarelli
Or a bandana.
or a band. Well, bandana's not really 50s
You
though.
can make it look 50s, I feel like.
Can you make a bandana
I
go
don't
50s?
have no idea. Well, the Yes We Can woman, she had a bandana on.
That's true. Rosie
But
the
she was
Riveter.
at work.
Yeah,
maybe
it's like a
bandana's more
hairnet
work thing.
situation.
Yeah.
You probably have an anchor tattoo somewhere.
Gotta have an anchor tattoo.
Yeah.
Because
And-
I may have been in the Navy.
And you drink, I don't know, what do you drink from the, like a
I
Tom
drink
Collins?
Tom Collins tab on a warm day.
Zima?
No, Zima. That's
That's
90s.
80s, 90s, okay. Yeah, maybe a nice, crisp. You go to the soda fountain. You hang out
yeah.
at the soda fountain.
You get an ice cream. You get a soda.
Yeah.
You also get some. What are some drugs that they would prescribe that are not allowed anymore?
Quaaludes, maybe.
Yeah, Quaaludes.
And then you're shaving one day in your vintage mirror, and you cut yourself a little, and you go, God damn it. And you look up, and you go,
What happened?
I don't even know who that is. What is this? She's long gone by then.
Way gone. She's dressing normal. She's got a family in the burbs. She's happy.
It was just a phase for her, and you are left in her wake.
You're following on her Instagram because it's private, then unfollowing for your own mental health, then She keeps accepting because she knows she put you through a lot.
She feels terrible.
She feels awful
She has
about
3
it.
kids. She's at their baseball camps.
Yeah, she's
you
like,
know?
whatever. He could look.
All your ads are for tin cans of pomade. All right, wait. We got to go, but first, comedic inspiration. We haven't done that in a while.
Oh yeah, comedic inspiration. You want me to go? I've been watching the FIFA Women's World Cup.
Okay.
And I've really fallen in love with one of the refs
Okay.
because she just she'll make a call,
Uh-huh.
right, and then she'll be wrong.
Yeah.
And sometimes they'll even go to VAR, and she'll still go no.
She turns down the
Turns
VAR.
out- it seems like it.
She's like,
and
la,
I
la,
feel
la,
like
la,
that's
la, I
me.
don't hear
That's
it.
gonna be. I'm gonna try that with comedy.
Yeah.
You know, if a joke bombs, I'm gonna be like, you know what? No, I'm gonna start that over, and
Yeah, right.
we're gonna do this again until I get the reaction I want.
You pause on the side, you listen to Kaylee on the keys, and you do like a box signal,
Yeah,
you
do
blow
a
your
box
whistle. Everyone's like, no!
No,
Don't do the
just
joke.
oh,
Move past it. No, we're
and
doing
then
it
you
again.
point like it's a,
You
it's a
spray
penalty.
your
You
shaving
spray
cream
your
around
shaving
like
cream.
That's
Yeah.
a good one.
Yeah.
That is good. And it does line up with your comedy, I think. Where
It does.
You have very much, you know what? No. Energy. That is you in a nutshell.
Yeah, I've moved people. Their seats before.
Right.
I've been like, no, I haven't done it in a long time. It was more, you can't really do it at a paid show, but like
Yeah.
back when you do free shows or not open mics, but like, whatever,
Yeah.
showcases, I'd be like, you're not it.
Yeah.
And my set's ruined, but I'm not ruining everyone else's
don't
set.
care.
You're going to the back. You in the back, I heard you laughing.
Yeah.
You're good. You're
Come
up
to the
top.
front.
Yeah.
Usually I'm more of like everyone come forward a little bit. You're like, no, we could do without you two. Yeah, if you want to even leave the room.
Yeah. You
Can
can go
for sure.
anywhere else except these 3 rows. Bye.
My comedic inspiration.
Yellow card.
Oh, that's so good. Someone's coming up the comic after you's like begging you, and you're like pushing them back, doing your bit. Just you doing soccer F mannerisms after a terrible bit that you review. It's never-ending fun.
Yeah.
Mine is I found a lot of comedic inspiration from a classic scene. The point of the Scooby-Doo episode where they are running through doors in a hallway, getting chased by the ghost and popping in and out of doors. Because for me, comedically, what I want to do is make you laugh or enjoy it, and fully aware that, like, at a certain point, none of this makes any sense. It is actually impossible. There is no world where this could happen, but it doesn't matter.
Yes.
And that is what I strive to attain.
It's like in those Mario games where you go through a pipe and end up on the other side.
Yes.
Or you went around the world in that pipe. It's not allowed.
No, we're moving forward, guys. Both of us were like.
But I'll tell you what, with your comedy, if you're willing to just suspend disbelief,
yes,
you're going to have an amazing time.
It's going to be fun. The dog's talking, guys. The dog's talking.
The dog talks.
Everyone hears it. All right, guys.
That's a great inspiration. I hope it works for you.
Thank you, man. Yeah, I've been following it.
I'll see you in Washington, D.C., August 11th and 12th. Listen, if you can't come, that's not okay. But you can make up for it by getting 4 to 80 friends to come in your stead.
Yeah, that's it. Just call it the 80 closest friends you know.
Thanks, bye.